Hey, welcome to Fuse TV. I'm Jeremy, and today I am your host, and I am with a special guest, someone who I get the privilege to work with every single day here at Grace, and she leads one of the coolest ministries that we have, and her name is Laura. I love her. She's amazing, and so much so that she can't throw a ball, but I obviously can. So anyways, this is Laura Mitchell. Welcome to Fuse TV.
Thank you.
Middle school students, welcome Laura in the house. So if you are in person, give a loud shout out to her. If you are online, give a loud text chat thing, whatever you want to do. Welcome her, because we are so excited that she is joining us. Our goal today is to have a lot of fun. We're going to play a game called Can You Feel It? If you've never seen that game on, say, like a Jimmy Fallon show or something, well, let's put it this way. It's about to get really gross. And we have absolutely no idea what we're going to be doing. It's all Aaron's fault. So if it gets really gross, you guys know who to blame. Okay? So, Laura, here's our goal. We just want to hear a little bit about the ministry that you lead here at Grace. If you don't know, she is the director of our Lift ministry. I know a few of you students have served there. Some of you, you may know about the ministry, but many of us don't. And so it's a great place for you to actually potentially serve as a middle school student. But more importantly, we just want to make sure that everyone knows about this incredible ministry. So Laura, start with this. Just give us a little bit of an introduction about you and also why or how God brought you to Grace to be the leader of Lift.
Yeah, so I'm Laura Mitchell, and I've been on staff here for 11 years and love my job in our disability ministry. So I started as a volunteer in what was then Special Friends, later became Lift. But God brought me to Grace in 2004 as a college student, and really, God led me to disability ministry because I have a sister with a disability.
Oh, cool.
So I grew up helping my parents get her in and out of different ministries at church so they could be a part of church. And God just grew in me a desire to really give parents a break and let them go to church and experience God, worship God, but also creating a space here at Grace where kids get to learn about Jesus and get to have fun and get to be with volunteers that they love.
So this is a room you guys have never seen before. And so I just want you guys to know that this right here, the room that you are currently in and observing, is one of our Lift rooms. This just happens to be the kids' room.
Kids' room.
Correct?
Yep.
Right. So the stage you see, you can't necessarily see it from the angles, but there's actually some projector screens. If you've gone through Grace Kids, this room looks relatively similar because it actually reflects other rooms that you've been in.
Yeah.
But this is a room that actually is specifically designed and decorated for our Lift ministry. And obviously the room we're in has to do with kids. But I say that all to say this. So this space is not just for the kids. This ministry is not just for the kids. And actually the name, you were actually just telling me this yesterday. I never knew this. I just thought Lift was a cool name. So it's like fuse, merge. What's the point of the name? Well, for Lift, it's actually intentional. So share with us the meaning of the word and why it's so important.
Yeah. So we originally were called Special Friends, which got a little confusing when people would come and say,
Right.
I am a special friend. And then it was, you are a special friend, but you're not part of our ministry.
Yes.
So we renamed it to Lift, which stands for Loving Individuals and Families Together.
Oh, cool.
So our ministry is for the whole family. It's not just for the kids who have a disability and are part of our classrooms or our buddy program, but it's for parents, it's for siblings, it's for everybody.
Sweet. So like, I love the name specifically because of something that I know you do beyond the Sunday morning experience.
Right.
So Lift is open from at 9 and 11. So if you would love to serve, we'll get to that in a minute, but 9 or 11 on Sunday morning. So if that's not an hour in which you attend service, encourage you to go to the other one and serve in our Lift ministry because it's incredible. But when you come to serve, what I want you to hear is that it's not just about the kid right in front of you, although obviously, of course it is, but it's also a holistic ministry that's about the parents. And I know that you are incredibly passionate about the parents. So before we get to some of the things that you would do with the parents specifically, just give us a really quick rundown of what does this room look like? What is something that they can anticipate? What is it that we could be praying for when it comes to the activities that are literally going to be happening as we're watching this?
Yeah. So this classroom is designed that things are predictable for the kids. So you were talking about our set. Certain things happen every week that the kids know what's going to happen. So we try and minimize distractions and things that would, in easier words, set kids off.
Right, yes, so sensory needs or whatever.
Yeah. Sensory needs, expectations that they just are not surprised. So we use visual schedules. the room is set up with activities for the kids to do. We have sensory balls they can bounce on. We have a swing. We have a sensory room with a swing.
You're going to see their
awesome.
swing at some point because I'm still a 5-year-old and I need to be on the swing. But that's beside the point. Yes.
But in the room, the kids really come in, just get to play, get to engage with volunteers, and then we do our Bible story. This isn't just babysitting or like
Right.
keep the kids while the parents are there. We're teaching the Bible story. We're using GKTV. We have worship. They're learning about God. We use our prayer board, which the kids get to pick out things that they want to pray for. And it's really neat because the kids actually pick things that are relevant to what we heard in our story or what's going on outside, praying for the weather, praying for their families. We're praying a lot right now for people to stay healthy.
Yeah.
And then they pray through it and they get to point to it. And even some of our nonverbal kids will start to point to different pictures that that they caught onto something that we talked about. So that's incredible. So this room is specifically designed to minimize all of those distractions. And
so one of the things you've helped me with as a leader, because it's just because you may not, I'll use this word lightly, need to be in this space and can maybe be in a fused room with us. There's still a lot of ways in which you are supporting me on a regular basis, and Aaron and Brian, and supporting us with all the sensory type items. I think of like these balls, like, these are, it's interesting enough, it's a sensory based item actually, because it doesn't make a lot of noise. Like, yes, I can still throw it and hit people because I'm still 5, but we'll see if she misses that one because that's what I'm hoping for. Or it's gonna be my face. But what I love so much about this, and I could take 15 minutes on it, is that you're able to reach a kid with the message of Jesus. And this is beautiful. It doesn't need words. Like, this ministry brings grace and truth, and words don't have to be a part of it, because some of them, they can't reciprocate with words. But yet, I saw a young man this past weekend, or it was 2 weekends ago rather, who was just running down the hallway. And I was outside here where there's a welcome table, and I just went like this.
Yeah.
Because the joy on that kid's face was just everything. And then to have a conversation with the mom and the siblings, just to see, wow, it's the boy's birthday, and everything he wanted on his birthday was to be in Lift, because it's the place that he knows he's loved. It's the place that he knows about Jesus, and he may not be able to reciprocate that ever in words. So I say that because I want you kids to hear that when you serve in a ministry like this, you are bringing Jesus, and you don't have to even use words. Maybe you're anxious because, I don't even know what to say. The beautiful thing about this space is you can love on parents and their siblings, because it's actually about the siblings too, and the child themselves in a way that's completely different. So I have one more other thing that I want to make sure that we get to before we actually get into our activity that's actually going to be a part of our interview.
Can I interrupt you real quick?
Yes, please.
One of the things I want you guys to know is you don't have to know anything about disabilities.
Yeah, that's
we
good.
have leaders who serve with us that are accountants and work at corporations or literally
me.
literally don't know anything about disabilities or how to work with kids with a disability or anything. And that's where we come in. That's where I come in to help prepare you to know what to do. And really, it truly is just honestly sharing Jesus with the kids.
Yeah,
praying
so
for
good.
them, loving on them, caring for them during the week. And that's it.
I highly encourage you to come down and talk to Laura or one of the volunteers and just see what the ministry is like. Okay, so one last quick thing. I know that in this room, you're talking about everything super intentional. I wish you could see all of it, but we talk a lot about sensory needs, right? And so if you've ever been up in the student ministry's office, we have a basket, or I've had a basket anyways, of all these little random little toys. They're really there for me, let's be honest, because Jeremy's a fiddler. But there's also intentionality with all those different toys, as it actually helps a child who may be having, if I say this right, like an outburst, or they're just essentially overwhelmed, right? There are different things that you can do to help a child through that emotional space. What we're going to do is we're going to do the reverse in just a minute. We're going to do, can you feel it? Okay? Can you feel it? Because we're going to test our sensory capabilities, which is actually something that I think we take for granted all the time, because I don't have many sensory issues. Sensories for food doesn't even bother me. Smell. Well, the sensory of smell is going to be it. And as we transition this game, Aaron's going to come. He's going to start setting some stuff up. As he sets it up, I would love for you to share with us what are the different sensory items, because you blew my brain yesterday and you said there's actually a 6th one. and I've never.
It's actually 7.
7. I don't even know the number, guys. Okay. Anyways, as Aaron is setting this up, share with us what it's going to look like. Actually, he's going to be setting it up in just a minute, but share with this, and then we're going to take a break and set it up.
Yeah, so we all know taste, smell, touch, sight, hearing, all those things are things that we think about, but there's actually vestibular input, which could be how you move about in space.
Okay.
So
Never heard that word, but that's
gravity
awesome.
and things like that. And then proprioception, which is just like how close things are to you. So we all
It's like
think of-
boundaries kind of thing.
Kind of, yeah. And a lot of times kids with a disability don't understand those kinds of things or don't like to be really close to people or be touched or those kinds of things. So the sensory items we were talking about, like those things help the kids stay engaged while they're listening. Headphones, if music is too loud, sometimes it's just too loud, or lights are too overwhelming, smells, perfume on people.
Yeah.
So, and I told you yesterday, when there are some kids, especially kids on the autism spectrum, can actually see light waves coming out of
Which is crazy.
Like,
yeah.
halogen lights. Is that what we decided
Halogen
there?
lights. We've decided that that's the name, whether it's right or wrong.
Okay.
Halogen lights. They can
There you
actually
go.
literally see the waves.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for sharing again. And this is just
Absolutely.
as a small little sliver of what she does in this incredible ministry. Hope that you will have a conversation with us or with her. And if you would let Aaron, Brian, or I know, or your small group leader know, we will actually walk you down and introduce you to Laura and this incredible ministry. Well, right now, we're going to take a quick break here, and we're going to come right back, and we're going to play an activity called Can You Feel It?
Hey guys, welcome to Can You Feel It? And I have
Yeah, we're here.
context. They said, "Hey, we want to play this game. It's all about
For
feeling
sensory.
and smelling." And I said, "Cool, I'm going to go buy the grossest things I can find." And I had so much fun this morning, guys. It was the greatest morning of my life.
boy.
How you feel? Are you excited?
I'm like
not.
shaking. I'm
Everything
nervous.
that was alive is now dead. So anyways, you guys will see soon. So here's how the game's gonna work. We have a cutoff over here, and they are going to go rotate back and forth, and they're gonna reach in, and they cannot look at it, but they've got to guess what it is. Everything at one point was living. Let's just put it that way. It's super fun. There are a few sensory items mixed in here. So like
Okay.
some toys that you shared with us.
Okay.
And they were once alive?
They were not alive.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean,
Clarifying.
Good to
it
know.
depends if you believe in the Toy Story. So it depends.
Okay.
Yeah. So
You're first? She first?
Yeah. Is it in there already?
Yeah, it's
think
ready
so.
to go.
Okay. So Laura,
I'm
you are
not
first.
looking.
Yeah. You are, and you just got to like describe it to us.
I
and
just
feel
want to
free
see your
just-
face first. I can't
Yeah.
wait.
This is your camera, so please feel free to.
Oh boy, it smells in here.
Yeah.
It smells in the room.
Go for it. Go on and let's see what you got.
Gosh, it reeks
I
in
don't
here.
want to. Oh! Wait.
You can feel free to pull it out if you would like.
Pull
to.
it out.
I know what this one is.
Yeah, what is it?
It's a sensory toy.
It's a sensory toy. It
Oh,
made you
it
feel
could've
like it
been
was
that,
alive.
no.
It wasn't. It wasn't. All right, next time. Jeremy, you're up.
Okay, I got to close my eyes.
Yep.
Good luck.
All right. This one was once
Why?
alive as well.
Why does it feel like I know I'm going to get the worst ones?
Oh, there's some wipes right here, my friend.
Oh, dear Lord Jesus, it smells. what is this? It
Describe it to me. What do you feel like it feels like? It's all
feels like meat.
meats. Yes. Is it?
Is it like a-
You
I'm
can
putting
taste it if you'd
bones.
like.
It almost feels like cheese.
It's Cheese Whiz. It's
No,
not
it's
alive.
not.
It is Cheese Whiz. It's Cheese Whiz. That was nice of both of you. It's just Cheese Whiz. Oh, what are the
Gosh,
odds? Okay,
it
next
smells
item. Next
terrible.
item. Okay.
I need a trash.
Laura, this
Okay.
is for you.
All right.
Yep. Okay, this is for you. Jeremy's already offset. He's already left. He's ditched.
All right, you ready?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
All right, let's see what you got.
Oh, I know this one too.
Yeah, yep.
This is the sensory.
Another
lizard.
sensory item for Laura. What do you know? She got another sensory
Game
item.
is rigged.
Okay. Up next, we have Jeremy.
Here we go.
We're ready.
That's our puke trash.
This
Just in
wasn't
case
living
we
this
need it.
morning,
Okay,
but it
perfect.
was last week. So
It was what?
it was living last week.
Grand.
Not like her was living, and I was joking.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Okay, guys.
Hold on. I want to see this face.
What is this?
Describe it to all of us. What do you feel like it is?
It looks like a beef jerky, maybe?
Beef jerky? Yeah, potentially. It is fish. It is dead fish. I don't remember the name of the fish.
Are they
but,
sardines?
No, they're like something with a C. But They weren't living today. They were dead already today. Okay.
I can't even put my hand near my
You're
face.
next. Laura, you're
Here you
next.
go.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Oh, it smells so bad. I set the fire alarm off earlier because it
Oh.
smelled so bad. Makes no sense, right? All our senses are working. The feeling,
Can I
the
throw
smelling.
those away?
No,
You guys keeping those?
it's lunch.
All right.
That's for lunch.
Ready?
Yep.
Lunch.
All right, Laura, let's see what you got here.
Not kidding. It smells.
I know.
Is
it's
that the fish that smelled?
Yes, it's the fish.
Yeah,
It's behind us
I'm
now.
assuring you, it's my hand.
Oh, it smells
Gosh.
terrible.
Is that better?
Ew.
No, it's
Oh
disgusting.
gosh, it's horrible.
I don't.
so
I don't
bad.
like it.
You don't like it?
What do you feel
feel
like it is? What do you think it is?
It felt like grass at first, but now it doesn't feel like grass.
Does it feel like grass? Pull it out. See what you
feels
think it is.
fuzzy.
Feel fuzzy? Yes,
it out,
it is.
pull it out.
It is.
Is it? If it's a mouse or something,
It's
I'm
not a mouse. I'm not that mean. I'm
Pull it
not
out,
that
pull it
mean.
out. Here's to me.
It's cilantro.
Cilantro.
You're welcome.
Oh, hey, I love cilantro, but
Yeah,
my hand's gross.
It goes
so
really
I
well
won't
with
touch
fish. Okay, Jeremy's up next. Next one.
Okay.
That smells terrible.
This was
It's on my
inside
Smell-
of an
Ew,
animal.
Smells so terrible.
That
My
could-
hand smells like
It
death.
does. It does.
I'm assuring you.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see what you got here, friend.
What does it smell?
Jason, your husband had some insight into this one. It comes where you think from this item.
I think from brains?
It
Is this brains?
it is potentially similar to brains. It is pig brain.
No, it's not.
It is pig brain.
No, it's
No, it's
sauerkraut.
It's sauerkraut.
Sauerkraut. I love sauerkraut. I would eat it if I didn't have dead fish on
It's
my hands.
sauerkraut. I think that's what smells honestly worse. Okay.
No, it doesn't.
It smells.
That makes my hand smell
that
better than the
smells
fish.
All right. This one is very
Wiping out
kind,
my table.
and you guys will see soon what this vitamin is. It's very, very special and very sweet, and we love it. Yeah. Feel free
go.
to reach in.
Are you
It
ready?
was living this today. This one
Here we
was
go.
also living. I keep saying that just to freak you out, but it was.
It was living today.
It was living today.
Was it really living
It was.
today?
It was living today.
I don't want to touch it.
Feel free to.
You gotta touch it. You gotta pull it out. You gotta pull it out.
I can't. Oh my gosh! I think it is a foot.
It's not a foot.
You gotta pull it
Not
out.
a foot.
You gotta pull it out.
Cannot.
Pull it up. Pull it up.
No. No.
Can you see
I
it?
It is,
cannot.
um,
I looked.
It is
I
it is a
can-
crab. It was alive today. It was alive today. Yes, it was. It was. Okay. Next item is for Jeremy.
Pull it out. Pull out that crab, Laura.
Next item for
I
Jeremy.
don't think it would fit through the hole.
Yeah.
I don't
This
think it
is
will.
a meat
I felt
alternative.
I felt
Here's
a
a
little
hint
bit,
for you.
like a little.
It's still moving. It's
Yeah.
still
It's
alive.
not moving.
Alright, let's
but
see
I
what you
felt
got here.
something.
It's just going. Why are mine gross?
It's
That
just-
was gross.
Is this like a custard?
It's similar.
Because whatever I'm doing, I'm destroying it.
Yeah. I mean, what is it? I mean, I think you should taste it.
It smells terrible.
It is terrible. It's pretty gross. It's tofu.
Ew.
Oh, it's disgusting. I know, right? Okay.
I'm glad we don't have to eat this.
No,
stuff.
I'm not making you eat any of it.
Why is
Okay.
it mine's always gross?
Could we cut
Can
to
we
the
ask this
last,
question?
the second,
I
the
just
second to
touched
last
the
one?
crab.
Second to last one.
Oh, so we can skip a couple. Good.
We're skipping a couple here.
Why did I not get any of the sensory items?
He's being nice.
I'm being.
I'm a visitor.
I was,
Oh, the special
to be
guest
honest,
gets special
I was
treatment.
supposed to cut them in half,
Visitors.
and I was too
Is this
excited. I did
mine
not.
or Jeremy's?
This is Jeremy's.
Oh, it's
Yep.
me now. I get two in
No,
a row.
no, no. It's yours. It's yours now. Yeah. It's
Oh.
yours.
It's yours now.
It's yours now. I forgot. It is yours. It is yours.
Because you know it's gonna be worse for me.
I want to look because last time it was a crab.
Nice try. You gotta go.
All right,
you
you
gotta
ready?
Go. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
It felt squishy. Can't. You guys, it's not like his go on his fingers and then you can like tell it's something, but now I'm like,
I love seeing the crowd back there. Whence for you?
It is.
it?
It is another crab in the midst of cotton candy. You're welcome. All right, and the last one is for.
think of crab.
The last one is for. This one was also living. They were friends
God,
this
it
morning.
smells so
Okay,
bad.
last one's for Jeremy.
Your
Last
turn,
one's
friend.
for Jeremy.
This is
okay.
it?
Yep.
Come on, Jeremy. You
It
can do
quacks.
Have you seen it?
it. No, but you can do it.
This is the last one.
Do I have to bring it out?
Yes, you have to see.
Is it alive? Do I have to take a bite of it?
I would
Just
love
real?
for you to. It's not gross.
Is this just Jello?
It's just Jello. It's
Are you
just Jello.
serious?
Yeah. All right, guys. This was fun. It's time to go worship.
Hey Fuse, my name is Abby, and I'm gonna show you some cool dance moves for a song we're doing today called You Are Good. So in the beginning, it goes, and I'll sing because you are good. So it's just like back and forth with your arms. And then it goes, and I'll dance because you are good. And I want to see your coolest dance move. Like whatever you can, just make it cool, make it fun. And then the next part of the song goes, and I'll shout. And I want you to scream at the top of your lungs and be like, shout, because you are good to me. I wanna sing it out from every mountain top. Your goodness knows no bounds. Your goodness never stops. Your mercy follows me. Your kindness fills my life. Your love amazes me. And I'll sing because you are good, and I'll dance because you are good, and I'll shout because you are good to me. And I'll sing because you are good, and I'll dance because you are good, and I'll shout because you are good to me. Nothing and no one comes anywhere close to you. The earth and oceans deep only reflect this truth. And in my darkest night, you shine as bright as day. Your love amazes me. And I'll sing because you are good, and I'll dance because you are good, and I'll shout because you are good to me. And I'll sing because you are good, and I'll dance because you are good, and I'll shout because you are good to me. With a cry of praise, my life will proclaim you are good, you are good. In the sun and rain, my life celebrates you are good, you are good. And I'll sing because you are good, and I'll dance because you are good, and I'll shout because you are good to me. And I'll sing because you are good, and I'll dance because you are good, and I'll shout because you are good to me.
We are continuing in our series this week, Spiritual Practices, the things ordinary followers of Jesus do to grow in their relationship with Him. Today, we are talking about the practice of surrender and trust, choosing to be fully devoted to Jesus. It is both a one-time decision and a daily decision that we have to make every day. Even in the middle of doubts, questions, fears, anxiety, we need to remember to surrender and trust God through all of it. Surrender means to give up our ways and to follow Jesus's way, and to choose to follow Jesus's way. Trust is choosing to believe that God will keep the promises that He makes to us and that He will always be there for us. So let's take a look at Matthew 16, verses 24 and 26. Then Jesus said to His disciples, "If any of you wants to be my follower, you must give up your way, take up your cross, and follow me. If you try to hang on to your life, you will lose it. But if you give up your life for my sake, you will save it. And what do you benefit if you gain the whole world but lose your soul?" Jesus loves us so incredibly much that he invites us in to be a follower with him. He wants us. Jesus promises that if we give up our old life and surrender to him and choose to live in Jesus' way, then we gain what really matters and we will be saved. The scripture reminds us that that decision to surrender our lives to him is truly what matters, and that is what will save us. No amount of things or money or friends will actually save you, but Jesus will save you. Surrendering to Jesus will save us, and surrendering to Jesus is a one-time decision that will change the course of our lives. Even when we make that decision to surrender, though, we still have to practice this daily. Once we give our lives to him, we need to remember that every morning when we wake up, we're choosing to live in Jesus' way, and we are giving everything to him. All of our anxiety, all of our doubts, and all of our fears are God's, and he is truly there for us. Matthew 11:28-30 says this, "Then Jesus said, 'Come to me, all of you who are weary and carry heavy burdens, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you. Let me teach you, because I am humble and gentle at heart, and I will find rest for your souls. For my yoke is easy to bear, and the burden I give you is light.'" Again, Jesus is inviting us to come to him and to give him all of the things that weigh us down. He will give us rest. He will teach us to rest when we pray to him and when we talk to him and tell him all of the things that are making us anxious and what is causing us to have doubts and what we are fearful of. Jesus says that when we give him these burdens, we will find true rest. For those of you who don't know a lot of my story, I went to a small church for a few years when I was about 6 years old. But long story short, my parents got upset with the church and we didn't find another church to go to. So I did not grow up in the church really at all. I didn't think that God was real. I had no reason to believe that God was real. So in high school, a friend of mine invited me to come to Merge with her occasionally. And I technically had a small group, but I didn't go to small group. And I didn't attend every Wednesday night Merge either. I was just kind of, I was there, but I didn't really think anything of it. It wasn't until my senior year of high school that I really started going to church regularly, and even then, it still took me a long time to fully give my burdens to Jesus. I was a mess in high school. Early in high school, I felt like I had no identity. Then I found my identity, and I had a good group of friends, and I was in theater, and I was doing shows, and life was great. But then my family went through a few years that were really hard on us. And I was sure that nothing could fix that. Nothing could fix the pain. Nothing could fix the heartbreak. And nothing could take away my anxiety. However, when I was serving in Fuse one day, I finished early and I went to service in South Auditorium. And it was that night where I met God, and I knew that he was real, and I knew that he was there for me. I knew that he could take my anxiety and my heartbreak and my depression, and that he could make me new. So in September 2015, after I interned in Grace Kids, that same friend and I, the friend that brought me to Merge, we got baptized together. I tossed aside all of the pain and the bad decisions that I had made, and I came out a new girl who fully believed in Jesus. And here's the best part in my story for you. You don't have to wait until you're a senior in high school to make that decision to surrender your life to Jesus. Jesus wants you now. He wants you here, right now, where you are today. You don't have to wait until you're 18 like I was, and you don't have to go through all of the heartbreak and the messiness that I went through, because Jesus wants you just how you are right now. So, the girl that came out of the water was a new person, but she still faces struggles today. I still have to practice surrendering my burdens to God every morning when I wake up. That same friend that I went to Merge with and that I got baptized with, she passed away in October of 2019. Talk about feeling heavy and feeling burdens. I was heartbroken. And I'm not gonna stand here and lie to you and tell you that it was all okay and that I felt great about it and that I never doubted God or that I was never mad at God. I'm not gonna lie to you and tell you that I was mad. I doubted God. My faith was questioned every morning for a long time. But I will tell you that my choice to surrender my life to God 8 years ago and that daily decision to do that when I wake up is what brought me here, and it's what gives me the strength and the courage to stand in front of you and to tell you the story. Every day, we will be challenged to doubt God. Every single day, every minute, every class year, and you will be challenged. But it is what you choose to do with the doubt that will set the trajectory of your life. Will you give your burdens to Jesus? Will you let him teach you how to find peace? How can you practice surrender and trust in your life? Remember, surrender and trust is a one-time decision, but a daily choice to be fully devoted to Jesus. We'll talk more about what this looks like in small group, but first let's pray. Lord, I thank you so much for bringing our friends here to Fuse today, and I thank you for allowing me to share my story with them and to help them learn what it means to surrender and trust you. And Lord, I pray that if there is anybody in this room who is feeling something stirring inside them, that they feel like they need to surrender to you, that you will allow them to do that, and you will give them the courage and strength to do that. And Lord, I pray that if there is anybody in the room who is feeling hurt and feeling heavy and feels like they can't get their burdens to you, that you would wrap your arms around them in a way that we know that only you can, and that you would bring them true peace. We love you. Amen. Thanks, guys. See you next week.
All right, well, thank you guys for joining us on Fuse TV. We've had so much fun with you, and we're glad that you tuned in. If you guys enjoyed this and you had fun and you thought this was engaging and you like, what is this all about? What is some more stuff that we do? We actually have a YouTube channel that you just watched us on. So subscribe to the channel, give us a thumbs up, and comment below if you have any more questions, because we would love for you to get connected with our student ministry. Additionally, we have Instagram at Grace146Students, where we post a lot of information about what we're doing day to day for our middle school ministry. Additionally, we have a TikTok. If you're allowed to be on TikTok, same handle, at Grace146Students. We love you. We're glad you're with us today, and we hope that this isn't just the first video watch. We hope that you jump in and watch some more.